So the next topic of discussion is how to legally pay your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mick, do you want to take it away or do you want me to start?
This one is it's a bit of a tricky one. Now, I believe technically you can only pay your kids. Well, there's something first. Let's rewind. If you do, you can pay your kids, whether it's through trust distribution or maybe you have an interest account set up in their name and they're earning interest. However, if they are under 18, they will get taxed at 47% of every dollar they make over $400. Now, why did HA set that up? So you pretty much can't escape.
$416.
It's $416 now? There you go, $416. Now, why did HA set that up? So essentially, I make, $300,000 a year in my business. I pay myself a $200K wage. I'll put $100K in my kid's name and use up his lower tax brackets. HO doesn't allow it. HO wants you to pay as much tax as possible at all times. They don't like you. They never will like you. They never have liked you. And don't ever think they ever want to like you. They don't. But so you technically cannot pay your kids or essentially put money into their names because you get taxed at the top marginal tax rate. Now, there is a certain way you can pay your kids. It's for genuine work that they do if they're employed by your business at market rates.
Yep.
So how much are you going to pay a 15-year-old for a bit of admin work when they do 5 hours a week?
$100.
You give them $100, $200 for the day, and maybe over the year you've given them,
$5 to
a few $1,000.
Yeah.
But you can't. Your kid works on the weekends for a few hours helping you with some admin stuff. You can't give him a $100,000 wage because that's not market rates. That will be taxed.
If you're hypothetically a tradie, it doesn't mean that you can't hire your son as an apprentice. Like if your son is
unpaid.
Sorry,
it's just work experience with dad.
No, I'm being serious. So if your son is 15 and dropping out of high school, if he's a genuine apprentice, you just need to make sure that you're paying him market rate.
That's right.
So he can technically get paid from the business.
Nothing wrong
it's
with
for work
genuine
that he's
work.
genuinely doing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with genuine work, putting them on a marketable wage that justifies the work they're doing. That they get taxed at normal tax rates. However, if it's, you're distributing to their name and they're under 18, or you're trying to save yourself some tax by just throwing money at them and they haven't done any work, the HO will tax that at 47%.
Yeah, it's the unfortunate reality. We don't really have any tax concessions when it comes to kids.
They just...
So there's no incentive.
It's funny, hey?
Yeah, there's no incentive.
If you're under 18, you get taxed as normal.
Yeah.
You're working on the weekends and making your pocket money. No tax break. You get taxed just like Paddy over here is working full time. You have the same tax rates as Paddy.
That's right. Well, they try and justify it in the sense that the marginal tax rate exists for that reason. So kids at 14, 15, 16 aren't making the same amount of money as Pat at 25. So
I think there should still be more incentive.
I think there should be incentive. I think there should be Australia should have incentives to have kids, right? There are none. They got rid of the baby bonus. Why can't we distribute to our kids?
I think kids.
Why can't we?
I think kids these days, they have it too good. They have it too good.
Yeah.
My first job, I was 13 years old. I used to ride a bike with no brakes, by the way, and deliver medicine for a pharmacy. Now,
are you saying you were a drug dealer?
I was a legal drug delivery boy. Distributions. Now, they were paying me $60 cash a week for 8 hours of work. So maybe that part wasn't legal. Do you know what? But I can't tell you who it was. But at the age of 13 or 14, I was riding my bike around Barella and Regent's Park. No brakes. Almost got hit by a car 3 times.
Yeah, well.
To earn $60 a week.
My first job was at Macca's, and I remember my first shift was the day after my 14th birthday.
So as soon as you could, you went in.
As soon as I could, went in. And I tried to, I reckon I worked on average 30 hours a week with schooling. So, yeah, man, that's how I
did 30 hours a week.
30 hours a week.
While in school.
Yes, I used to do 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. If I had footy on, I'd do the night shift at 4:30 to 10:30. Then I'd do Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
So you exceeded the tax-free threshold.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid a little bit of tax.
See, that's not right. That's not right.
Young
little
Not
Paddy.
when I first started.
Yeah.
So you're on like $10 an hour.
When you first start.
When you first start, you're on $10 an hour, and you're not getting taxed at that. So
Nah, probably not.
if you're doing 30-hour weeks, you make about $300.
Probably not. But do you know what?
Do
I think there should be actually there
tax
is.
incentives?
But then again, you're right. I don't know which kids are earning more than 18 grand while working at school. But there are the cases where but there are apprenticeship incentives. But say, for example, you're not at school, you're working full time, you're under 18. Why should you be paying tax? You shouldn't be paying tax. I think they should give them the money. They need to buy a house in Sydney. God forbid you'll be 30 and that's hard enough.
Yeah.
Let alone the kids who are 18, 19, 20 and trying to do that. So I think
Mark
there should be no tax.
Mark Burris actually believes that entrepreneurs under 40 should be taxed at like 15%.
I
at
agree
a
with him.
lower tax rate.
I agree with every single thing Mark
Burris
Burris has ever said.
Mark Burris for PM.
Honestly.
I actually rate him, man. He's got great policies or like great ideas about policies, but I don't think he'll ever get into politics.
Yeah, no. Well, there's no need. But I'll talk about how the ATO is choking small businesses, but in reality, they're choking all Australians, especially if you're earning less than $100,000 a year, $150,000 a year. You're getting choked by our government. And yeah, it's disgusting.
It is.
ATO.